T-minus 3 minutes.
And at the viewing areas, all eyes are on the countdown. We are now less than 3 minutes from the firing. Alicia, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening right now, just shortly before this test begins?
Right, so right now, all of our data acquisition systems are basically getting queued up. We'll be gathering 600 gigabytes of data for this test, and everything is initiating, all the data systems are starting up and the cameras.
And that's really important.
T-minus 145 seconds.
Right, we
High-speed
conduct
data
these tests to
operators
gather
begin
data. It's
recording.
important to be able to get all that data.
Yeah.
All high-speed data systems are recording. Roger.
And I believe there are 82 test objectives over 530 instrumentation units.
That's correct.
T-minus 2 minutes. Low-speed data operators begin recording.
Roger. All low-speed systems are recording.
Roger. Bus monitor operators select stop all followed by start all to begin a new recording file.
Bus monitor is recording a new file.
Roger.
Ultrasonic system is recording.
Roger. T-minus 90 seconds. T-minus 80 seconds.
Test control coordinator, stand by to commit the motor.
Standing by. T-minus 70 seconds.
Commit the motor.
Motor is committed. T-minus 60 seconds.
1 minute to ignition. The test is a go.
T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds.
Pad flush is on.
Roger. T-minus 30 seconds. Minus 25. T-minus 20. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
And we have ignition of NASA's Space Launch System solid rocket motor powering us on our journey to Mars.
Stand. Plus 20. Plus 30.
CO2.
And the full
Activate.
2-minute SLS booster test has concluded. Alicia, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening right now? I believe the quench arm should be coming in.
Right, so we'll be swinging the quench boom. You can see it start right now. Basically, that's really important. It's going to, like a big fire extinguisher, right? It's going to go put out the fire on the inside of the motor. One of the major objectives we have is to go take this motor apart. We'll essentially do a very thorough dissection, and we kind of want to freeze time and stop the motor in its configuration that it's at from the burn, such that we can go and see how it did.
And I even understand there is a nozzle plug there, that it's important that you have a camera to watch how it breaks up, and that also that you go and collect those pieces afterwards.
Right, so we'll actually have we had a mirror pre-test, and that mirror will help determine how the nozzle plug broke up. We'll have a crew that goes up after we've determined the area is safe, and they'll go collect the pieces of the nozzle plug and evaluate them for size and the debris that we've generated.
I even understand they go through and they actually number the pieces and sort of graph it out so they specifically understand exactly how it breaks apart.
That's correct. The nozzle plug had a grid drawn on it, very detailed, to be able to orient it and put the puzzle back together.
Mm-hmm. And that nozzle plug will be in the booster when it launches. You need it there to ensure your motor is at the right temperature. And
right, it's basically just an environmental seal. You want to make sure that you're controlling the moisture in there and kind of keeping the animals out as well.
Yeah, all right. And what else is happening for today's test? I mean, the test is over, but it's far from over for you guys.
Right, so we'll basically be in a stand down for about half an hour. We'll send a crew back in, basically in the reverse order that they evacuated, moving through every step of the way, making sure that it's safe along the way. We'll have our post-fire crew up there doing a quick once-over, and then we'll basically just safe the motor, close it back up, and start a very detailed post-fire inspection.
All right. Thanks so much, Alicia Carrillo here, NASA Orbital ATK engineer. Experienced it from the bunker, and this time experiencing it with me outside the Engineering Support Center.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that certainly was an exciting test. Even here, we're about 3 miles away from the test, and you could actually feel reverberation in here and the doors vibrating a bit. A very powerful booster.